perfect weight. My muscles are firm and toned.
Greetings.
My body is flexible.
And welcome. And thank
I
you
enjoy eating healthy food.
for joining me here. Bloom
I
from
enjoy
within love.
giving my body good food
Go
and
by
exercise.
blooming. And just come on in. Any of you who actually clicks on live today, just go ahead and get yourself situated. I'm doing the same. I'm getting some
I enjoy letting myself rest.
dragon's blood incense, Palo Santo
I
incense,
enjoy playing.
as well as white sage
I am enough
incense.
just the way I am right now.
So we're going to light these afresh and just kind of swirl the atmosphere, swirl our auric field for clearing and blessings for this reading today. I am excited to be here. I have prepared for this, and this is kind of a part 2 to the reading that we did last night in terms of you reconnecting with you, which is about intrapersonal skill. Now, our relationships with others is regarding interpersonal skills. And so many of you are realizing, if you read the description box, you're realizing, that you've, gone within, you've, reintegrated you with you. You've been doing this inner journeying and work on yourself. And a lot of truths are being illuminated. And so you're probably starting to realize that everything basically had been a lie and that you were okay all along. Especially if you were like a sensitive or an empath or something like that, and highly connected with your emotion. And you may have grown up in environments and then as a result kept recreating other environments that were very narcissistic in nature. And when we are in that current energy that we're still trying to alchemize, and so we keep recreating these scenarios, the program that is all connected to would have you to disconnect from your divine innate interpersonal development that you've developed for a long time and you just didn't know it. And so this reading is about the reconnecting with that aspect, if you will. Last night was about just reconnecting us with us and kind of alchemizing some stuff that influenced that. Well, this one is reconnecting with being able to realize that it was the conditioning that obstructed that interpersonal skill. So we had to like clean and alchemize that as well. And realigning with trusting that again and understanding that now we're starting to see on a broader scale that it's not just about whether or not we have emotion or love someone, or someone has emotion and love us, or someone wants to be our friend, or we want to be someone's friend. It's really more so about the skill. Because somebody could actually like you. They can sincerely like you. They can sincerely love you. But if they have not connected with their emotions or developed interpersonal skill, whether it's due to a mental health issue, due to not being trained and developed in that way, due to narcissism, being a narcissistic personality type, due to, whatever the reasons are, and or not seeking that, even if they want to be your friend, even if they do, they're not capable of, some would say, playing with others well. They haven't understood or developed the capability to understand someone else's emotion, someone else's feelings, and um, how to deal with that in a connection, how to rightly, appropriately, right, sincerely and authentically, from a place of love and balance, deal with it in honor to everyone, not just an honor to themselves, right? And so you all are starting to realize that, oh, as you're doing your work, you're like, oh, okay. So I had to do the inner work connecting me with me so I can reconnect back with my divine intuition and interpersonal skill so that now I can manifest and realize that I was right all along. Shift my frequency and start to manifest connections that not only do the people like me or have feeling air quotes for me, they actually have the ability for a healthy connection. Okay. And I have the right to not align with individuals that are displaying that they don't have the ability to do it without judgment, because it's not our job to try to make someone have some interpersonal skill. Okay. That's a violation of their free will. It's us trying to control outcome and all that. So it's just our job to make sure we're integrating us with us, healing and aligning with all of that, tapping back into our inner knowing regarding our emotional intelligence, right? And then when we are being presented or we sense and see and know that, okay, yeah, this connection, whether it's, I'm talking business here. This is not just about romance. I'm talking business. I'm talking employment. I'm talking, I'm saying, friends, family, lovers, I'm saying, all of that. Okay. Uh, if we start to see and sense that, it is up to us now that we've done this work and continuing to simply shift. We don't have to make an explosion about it because we've already been doing that inner child work and shadow work and all that, right? Got our nervous system back intact and all those things. So now it's simply just a matter of a decision, truth be told. It's just a matter of adjusting and saying, okay, no, or a pulling back, or, I'm saying, it doesn't have to be like this big to do thing. It's just we now can invest in healthier things and not continue to invest in something that has already shown you they don't have the capacity. And it's not about like trying to condescend anybody, but it's just your evaluation and calling it for what it is. Just like we would evaluate someone with a cold and say they have a cold. I mean, it's up to you and not someone else. And that's another message that was coming through very strongly. Trusting our own innate judgment and not needing constant validation from someone else to tell us we right about it. Okay? Especially if you've been cultivating this and been integrating back with yourself, not needing some guru, not needing, some family member, not needing anybody to say, oh, yeah, you're right. Because chances are, everybody's on, dealing with different things. They've chosen different things on their journey. I don't want to get too sidetracked here, but this is about us coming back in, you guys, to us and just honoring all of these aspects so that we can now, from this place, start to co-create. It's not about, well, I'm not in an environment. What I'm realizing is that that's only true to an extent. Because everything is about frequency and vibration, period. Whether we are in Hawaii or if we're in United States. I'm just using these as an example. Sure, certain places have a higher frequency, I believe, and they may be more balanced depending on the energy that's been focused there. But if we're owning our energy, we can co-create from our own energy. Okay? Now, I didn't plan on saying that, but anyway, let me stop talking. And let's get our incense going. Hope y'all having a good Monday here. Sorry, here. Let me get y'all this instance before we keep going because we do want to get this clearing.
It feels wise and intuitive. I have a beautiful smile. My eyes are shimmering and bright. My skin is firm.
You can even imagine like this fire burning through your auric field, your chakras, your meridians, your Akashic records. But the burning that doesn't hurt, the burning that's just purifying and clearing the density, clearing things that just is no longer serving you in a high vibe, loving and compassionate way, old grids and systems, constraints, beliefs, contracts, karmic debris, anything that keeps us in old energy.
My
Release.
inner beauty glows and shines out of my skin.
I actually did the legs on the up the wall yoga pose last night after I did the reading. And man, I tell y'all, I hope you Googled it. Good stuff regarding that reading we did.
I am as smooth as silk.
Ah, yeah, baby. So we're just clearing our space and we're inviting our higher selves, our benevolent guides, light team,
I've been painted perfectly
to step in and support the reading and to support the space. And we're inviting Gaia to assist us with grounding from our root chakra through our feet into the earth. We're asking for source to shine down energy here.
I grow with grace.
Just have a continual cycle of up and down, cycling of energy throughout this entire reading.
Now for those that need to hear it.
Ask for buffering of any density or projections or toxicity or malevolence, old grid, fear, ego, and control-based energies to be disintegrated.
You are so magnificently perfect, just the way.
Neutralize, transmuted into Gaia.
Everything about you is wonderful.
We infuse
Your
with love and
eyes are
light,
beautiful.
healing,
They
peace,
sparkle
joy,
and shine
rest,
when you smile.
truth, clarity
Your lips
to
are
come
smooth
through
and silky.
as is concerning
Your nose is
each of our
sweet.
individual situations and
Your hair
scenarios
is
about
lovely.
interpersonal
Your
skills,
body is
interpersonal
absolutely
relationships, interpersonal development.
stunning. Everything about
And so
your
let it
physical
be.
body is wonderful.
All right. Stick this over here.
Your skin is smooth and firm. There is an energy about you that is so intoxicating. You are an amazing woman.
All right.
You are so
Give me some essential oils on my hands afresh so that I can channel.
Wise.
Put some on my throat chakra here.
Everything
Communication.
about you is wonderful. I am so proud of you and everything you have done. You are so charming. You dazzle when you walk. You sparkle like a million
Right.
stars.
Let's get
You are
going.
fascinating and interesting.
So what we're going to do, let me turn down the
You are
background
smart and kind.
reprogramming music
You are
here.
delightful to be around. You are creative and
Okay.
clever.
So we're going to start with, similar to last night, we're going to start with
You are kind and nurturing.
an overall
You are
message,
and
the
compassionate.
area of development. And so for today, it's going to be concerning the interpersonal skill.
And empowered. You are wise and intuitive. You are a joy to be around. Your smile is so
I invite you to get some water and just try to get nice and cozy.
You light up the
Set some
room
intentions. I mean, to me, that always works, you know, when I go into listening to readers or when I go in for energy healings. It's like I take a lot of deep breaths. I try to connect with my heart. I start setting intentions and, you know, get myself in a state of more relaxation so that I can receive from my heart versus just receiving from my head or the intellect only. Okay.
The way you feel is wonderful.
All right.
Your attitude is
So that's
inspiring.
it.
Your heart is
You
beautiful.
have to readjust this. I wanted you guys to be able to
Effort
see
and stamina is superb. You are seen
to
and you are appreciated.
probably won't be able to, so we're just gonna
The way
have to
you
work with it.
is
Tease with
necessary and
tease.
required.
All right.
What you are doing is meaningful. Your inner light
All right, let's do this. So we're going to start with the Heal Yourself Oracle deck
every way.
to see where we are in that process in terms of reconnecting with our innate interpersonal skill,
Your mind
what we're
is
progressing
magnificent.
through. Okay.
Your heart is love. Everything about you is loved and appreciated.
The collective. Thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
I am extraordinarily beautiful. I am radiant. I am shimmery. I am sparkling light and energy.
There we go.
I am divine.
I'm going to try to keep my talking to a minimum. Huh?
I am so lovely.
I'm going to try, or at least down a little less
I am
hype.
goddess.
For these kind of readings, these types, I like to try to keep it a more calm and steady energy if I can. Sometimes I get excited and I'm like, oh my gosh, the energy, I can't. So forgive me, you know, because when I channel and I start, you know, doing readings, the energy starts shifting immediately. See, look, pay attention to the signs at the bottom. As I'm shuffling, this is what came through. Pay attention to the signs. Card number 10, endings, heartache, cycles. So, and look, there's an owl. Oh my gosh, up there, which is telling me she's got that lantern, you know? So it's like you all have these abilities, okay? You are highly developed in this area. It's not to say that you don't need any further growth. It's not to say that we know everything. It's not to say, you know what I'm saying, that there's other areas that maybe are not as strong. But what I'm picking up is as you are reconnecting with yourself and shifting now into, you know, your connections with others, you're starting to see that this is probably one of the strong areas of your life. But because of the conditioning and the people that you've been around and where they were and were not, when narcissistic abuse is at play, then the whole premise behind that energy is to cause people to doubt themselves so that the person can feel like they can maintain a sense of control to their advantage. Okay, and I don't want to get too far off into that. But if you were reared in that, because they may be doing this subconsciously, I have to add that. Some of you may say, how's she know this stuff? It's funny how people don't really know you. They don't know what kind of background you may have. Like you may have worked in the medical field and behavioral health. You may have studied it in college. People don't know what you qualify for, truth be told. And they assume that you don't, but it's like, okay. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's not even about that, okay? It's about us just simply getting back to that place to honor what we know. Period. Okay? Period. Releasing all of that fog and gaslighting energy. Okay? And then releasing the need to be the incessant helper in friendships. That's the message. I knew it was a message that came through in the meditation. So earlier I was looking at just a very brief session of a show that I like called Blackish. And it was the episode where Rainbow had this doctor friend that she had met, and her husband was kind of jealous of it. And he was like, man, you're always rescuing people. You're always the helper and yada, yada. And she made a comment to her friend, the new friend she, got to know, and they went out to hang out for drinks. And she was trying to air quote break up with her because she thought that she was doing the rescue thing again. And so Rainbow said, listen, this is what she said. She was like, I'm here to break up with you because, I just, in my life right now, I have so much on my plate. She was like, I got so many kids. She's like, I got in-laws, I have a husband, and I got people that I'm not trying to kill. And I really don't feel like I have room to be the friend that's always fixing things. Okay. And I'm sharing that because for empaths or sensitives and coming through that narcissistic abuse imprint, there may have been these patterns in all forms of connections to be that incessant, let me help you, let me fix you energy. And even if it was indirectly, and let me explain what I mean. So these are supposed to be your friendships, your connections, your partners or whatever, but yet they're constantly coming to you for your energy. They're constantly coming to dump off their emotional baggage, to let off steam, to get counsel. So that's still a form of it. It's not all about the material world. People just jump to the, if you're always given money, but that's only a very small aspect to it. You give the money and the person going about their business. It's like, but when it's energetic and emotional, since that's what we're talking about here, it becomes a burden and draining, especially if that other person don't know how to give into a connection, right? So there's this fine line that has to be established between a healthy exchange of, in friendships, friends share and they let loose, and all of that. But it shouldn't be the norm. It shouldn't be the everyday exchange or, every time you guys are hanging out, they're vomiting their emotional baggage. Or every time you guys are hanging out, they're trying to pull counsel from you or wisdom. Friendships are supposed to be more about the enjoyment and developing that and the equality of a connection and the wholeness that each feels within themselves. So let's enjoy each other. This is not about me trying to come get some guidance and some, you know what I'm saying, some kind of energy healing. Okay, that's not a friendship. That is, you need to go to counseling. You need to get healing, which is not, it's nothing wrong with that. And I really feel like the message is coming through, especially for cultures that kind of poo-poo on this notion that, listen, if you want to be able to have some healthier connections and realize that your friends or people that you're trying to get to know as a friend or a lover is not there for you to emotionally vomit on. They're not there for you to pull on their energy to try to get some kind of guidance and assistance. That's you needing to find some balance within yourself, do some inner work, and then seek professional help. If it's something that is pressing you that bad, because it's really not fair to the other person in the dynamic, especially if that's something they do for a living and you ain't paying them. I'm just saying. After a while, that gets very draining and one-sided. And though they may want to have fun with you and do stuff, they feel like this is about to be a session. Like, like, no, we ain't gonna just laugh and sip coffee and cocktails and you know, talk about the future and what each other dream of doing. The more positive, you know, the more, you know, oh, so, you know, what you doing these days? And, you know, how do you feel? Or, you know, without getting into a counseling session. Or, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Didn't you enjoy that? Or, you know, what are your likes? And, you know, kind of just more on the line of exchange and balanced interest, not developing a connection and you coming in just so you can dump your crap, so you can feel better. And then, you know, going about your way. So anyway, I know I'm kind of getting off there, but I was strong because, you know, sensitives and empaths have lived like that. And it's almost become hard for them to realize, like, wait. Yes, it's nice to be nice and help, but there needs to be some boundaries. There needs to be a difference between what are you doing as a healer versus you're trying to develop, you know, you have a right to normal friendships like anybody else. You have a right to normal uh, leisurely exchanges like everybody else, where you're not feeling this energy pull to try to help resolve something for somebody. That's counseling. And then the funny thing is, if the friendship hadn't even really had a chance to really develop, it's like, okay, are you here just so you can get some energy support? Or do you have any legit interest in getting to know me as a person on a friendship level? Do you even have that? Or is this really just what you can get? Even if it is energy, even if it is counseling, even if it is wisdom. That's not a sincere. See, this is why we're talking about intelligence here, interpersonal intelligence. That is not sincere, authentic interest in a person as a whole. That is opportunism. Okay. All right. Let's keep it pushing. The same energy that the sensitive or the empath gives out when you are in the receiving mode of what that empath or that sensitive intuitive soul has provided you. And it's not about you tit for tat or you needing to mimic what they do or say. It is frequency though, and vibration in effort. That does need to match. Because if it's not, then it's already out of balance. If you're expecting them to always call you, if you're expecting them to always reach out to you, if you're expecting them to always try to make you feel better, if you're expecting them to always say sorry, if you're expecting them to always try to fix them in a relationship, if you're expecting them to always understand, if you're expecting them to bend on your availability, if you're expecting, then that is out of balance. Empaths and sensitives, you're realizing this finally. It's out of balance. You deserve, like I said in the description box, We all deserve this. So it's going to be up to us to release this. See the flying monkey in the background? Sorry. Anyway, to release that energy and realize like, no. And increase our frequency. And look, even this, okay, the victim consciousness as well. And other people's victim consciousness. So this is like two-sided here, because often we draw people in that has this energy. Okay, so when that's happening, then, that's the incessant pull that we feel. It's like the woe is me stories, and, and it's like, and you're saying to yourself, if only people knew kind of shit I've been through. Like, everybody's got a story, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes people feel like they're the only ones. It's like, no, everybody's, just because you've become emotionally intelligent, or you know how to navigate that, it doesn't mean that you haven't been through shit. Chances are you've been through more, because you draw in a certain kind of people. And so chances are you've had to deal with a whole lot of shit, a whole lot of people trying to take advantage of your energy, trying to, capitalize on your abilities, in an insincere, malice kind of way, meaning good. Okay. So you have to endure probably more than you look like. And it's up to all of us to go our own path and deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to deal with it. But anyway, I feel like I'm getting off track. Maybe I'm picking up somebody's energy. Because I was all calm and peace before I came on. So I'm like, I'd already prepared good for this. So it's like, yeah, I must be picking up some energy. Let's do it. All right. For the collective, please. We release Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Shanti. All right. Aw. That's okay. Well, that's an interesting pull to come out, but I'm going to roll with it. All right. Interpersonal skills. Beauty is coming out for you guys. Beauty, card number 17, 8. Again, that's about the self. Working hard. It's about infinity. Relationship with you. But now in this reading, it is as it relates to your interpersonal skill and your interpersonal relationships, okay? So we're going to put this on the back as a lead.
I continue to grow in beauty and confidence every day.
At the bottom, and I knew this was happening. Look, this is funny. At the bottom, at the bottom of the deck, alchemy, baby. I told you. You guys are alchemizing. Mega, many of yours, that are really keen to this stuff, you spending some major time in the Akashic Records because you have set your mind to alchemize all of this toxicity. And this is card number 7, so it's about spirituality, strategy, development. Okay, so I'm going to put this up there just like we did, I think, last night. And the other card is card number 4, which is your sexuality. Okay. I wonder how that plays a role.
Your lips are smooth and silky. Your nose is sweet.
Give me a second, you guys.
Your hair is lovely. Your body is absolutely stunning.
Okay, so the message that I'm getting from the beauty card, the alchemy, and the sexuality.
Your skin is smooth and firm. There is an energy about you that is so intoxicating.
What the lady just said, she said, there's an energy about you that is so intoxicating. that energy has come
You
through
are sensitive
in a
and
form like
wise.
what I'm getting, it comes through into your beauty
Everything about you is wonderful.
and your sexuality, and people can sense it or feel it.
I'm so proud of
Okay, especially if they get
you
close
and
enough.
everything you have done.
You're starting to realize
You are
that
so charming. You dazzle when you walk. You sparkle
you have
like
to,
a
I don't even want to
million
say it that way.
stars. You are fascinating and interesting.
As it relates to interpersonal skill
You are smart
and your
and
development
kind.
versus the development or lack
You are
thereof of the people that you're
delightful to
connecting
be
to,
around.
what or have connected
You
to,
are
what you guys are
creative
realizing
and
is that
clever.
this part of you was
You
exploited,
are a
okay,
marvelous,
due to the lack
magnificent woman.
of proper interpersonal skill on the other people's
You are
end,
kind
okay?
and nurturing.
Because they can sense it and feel it, like I
You are
said. The
loving
lady had just
and
said it
compassionate.
at that moment. She said, there is something intoxicating.
You are strong
So
and
even when people were
powerful.
not fully aware of what was happening,
You are
they can
wise and
feel it.
intuitive.
And quite naturally, since it's exotic and
You
it's
are a
glorious and it's
joy
source
to be
energy and all
around.
that, of course, then they're going to want it and try to
Your
pull,
smile
if you
is
will,
so
on that
infectious.
energy. But the problem with that is
Your
because of
eyebrows
their
are
lack
so
of proper interpersonal skill, probably due to
Your
their lack
voice
of
is
being
like
truly
angels
connected with
whispering
themselves.
through your words.
So it was severely exploited.
You are
What you're
a
realizing now is that
fascination.
you, on your side, have to
You are
alchemize all
passionate
this and be a
and
little more mindful. I didn't
profound.
want to say careful because to me, when we say that, it kind of gives this
The way
energy
you
of
think is uplifting to those around you.
something we need to be afraid of when we don't.
The way you
It's
feel
just an
is
awareness that
wonderful.
people will be drawn to you because of it.
Your
People
attitude
will,
is
you
inspiring.
will pull in this due to your
Your
beauty,
heart is
due to
beautiful.
that sexuality, because some of you may have an extremely,
Your
like the lady
energy and
said,
stamina
intoxicating
is superb.
energy that people can't explain. Okay.
You are
So
seen and
we
you are appreciated.
have to just keep an awareness that, whew, okay, in relationships with
Everything
people,
is
and hear me
necessary
out,
and
because see, I can see
required
this going in so many directions here, what I'm picking up. It's not just the romantic
what you are
connections,
doing is
it's
amazing.
even creative, because the sexual energy is all about the sacral, and that
Your
is the
mind
home and
is
place of
creative.
creativity. Creativity has to do everything with manifestation.
You are beautiful in
Creativity
every
has
way.
everything to do with being able to, whether it's in business,
You are kind
employment,
and really care.
being able to manifest, and even the beauty
Your
in
mind is
business. Listen to
magnificent.
me, okay? If people don't have proper
Your
development,
heart is
they
large.
they will seek to exploit your beautiful innate traits and your
Everything
beautiful
about
innate
you
energy,
is
okay,
loved
that
and
you have
appreciated.
rightly. So it's our job
They
to
give you
just be
peace.
mindful. And I want to say this because I want to just kind of disintegrate any blame or fear energy, because it's
I am
not necessary.
extraordinarily beautiful.
We, as we continue to do
I am
this growth progression,
radiant.
just have to be mindful that, okay, you
I am
are a
shimmering.
supreme divine goddess or God.
I am sparkling light
And because, not in
and
the arrogance,
energy.
but because it's just owning and honoring and validating your journey, who
I
you
am
are, and the work you've
divine.
done.
I am
And
healthy
because of
and
that,
strong.
yes, especially in times like this, yes, there's going to
I am
be
so loved.
shitloads of people, okay,
I am a
coming
queen.
in that are not in a healthy
I
place.
am a goddess.
It's up to us just to follow
I am
what we know and our
profoundly
skill, and to
attractive.
make the proper judgment calls and adjustments. And then in the healthier
I am
connections, and I'll get
luscious.
into the reading because I feel like I'm jumping ahead here, but
I
in
am
the healthier
radiant.
connections, it'll be more about, like, let's say it's people
I
that
am
are balanced,
loving.
people that are on a frequency match. In this case, I'm sensing that it'll be more just about the balance of it, the alchemizing and the healthy boundaries and putting things in its proper place. So, for an example, if it's a friend, it's a friend. If it's business, it's business. And kind of knowing how to navigate it, because things can get dicey and hairy. Trust me. Just trust me on that. Okay. Sometimes people will come in saying friends because they just want free services. Okay. Hello. I'm just saying, like, because that's kind of one way you can kind of almost bypass a requirement, if you will. We're friends. Right? It's like, no, you ain't gonna give me your shit for free. What you do is you. You know what I'm saying? You sure ain't. You ain't finna give me none of that. You know what I'm saying? For free. So if you're an energy healer, that is your work. It's your work, whether people want to honor it as such or not. It is your work. It requires something of you. It took you something to get into the frequency in which you're in. It took you something to hold the knowledge in which you hold. It took you something. So it's equally valid as anybody's occupation, that they feel is bringing, that they go to a 9 to 5 or they're making 6 figures or, whatever. It's equally valid. Sorry to break hearts when I say that, but it's the truth. And it may even be more, because what it takes in this kind of journey is more than clocking in, baby. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's more than clocking in. It's more than the damn, technical skill. This is some deep shiznit. I'm sorry. Some people must be feeling some kind of way, because the energy flow is different than last night. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Anyway, but I think it's still beautiful. It's kind of just like owning and honoring the divinity of you, and just getting into that balance, whether it's the healthy connections or the ones that you just are able to discern and evaluate that they are not developed. They can be sincere all day long. They are not developed. Okay. That's a major role. Major. It's like trying to tell a teenager to not. We'd be foolish to try to tell a 15 or 16-year-old to not go and wreck a Ferrari. Like, okay, I'm just saying, it's almost kind of the same thing. If they're not developed to do that, why are we expecting them to roll the Ferrari properly? Why? And I feel like it's almost the same thing we need to hone. Like, if someone is not properly developed, and you don't have to go in any face and say you ain't properly developed. That's not where we're going with this. What I'm saying is, if we know, and only you're going to know this, if someone is not, by way of whatever your assessment was, whatever your experience have been with them, to have caused you to come up with that hypothesis, why would you expect them to be able to have some healthy interpersonal relating with you? Why? Because they love you? It ain't about love because they like you. It ain't about that either. If they don't have that, they can say they have it. They can try to portray they have it. But it's the behavior and the patterns and the interactions that you see on a continual that shows you the truth. Okay? Period. Okay. All right. So let me put this in the background here. I'm going to put alchemy over here. Yeah, I'll put alchemy over here. And then I'm going to put the sexuality over here in the back. And we'll just see what comes out as I run my mouth. Woo, baby. All right. Moving on. So, for beauty, alchemy, sexuality, for the collective regarding their development, interpersonal skill, where they're at in the journey, and what needs to be known or seen or um, dealt with in any way. All right, let's do it. And we're just gonna right now, our intent is just to send love, light, violet fire, healing energies to ourselves, all directions of time and space, the Akashic records, and then all that were involved in any kind of relationships with us, partnerships, friendships, situationships, family, business, employment, employers, co-workers, just any dynamics that have ever negatively or affected us in a toxic kind of a malevolent way. We just want to send love and light and healing there into the individuals. Just love and light for all conflicts, all drama, all bullshit, all gossip, all fighting, all lying, all deceiving, all of that narcissistic stuff. We intend to alchemize it and neutralize it. Love and light, healing, compassion, mercy. May they all find their way. May we all find our way. May they all find their highest truth. Connect with our higher selves, integrate and learn interpersonal skill. See, Sacral Chakra, believe and succeed. Okay, so we got air and we have water. Sacral Chakra, moving into calmer waters. Okay. So you guys are releasing just those old energies, those old ways of relating and any conditioning and pigeonholing and people trying to keep you in a role that's just outdated. It's outdated. Okay. Mm-hmm. Coming out of challenging times because you went within with that hermit. Okay. Rising above it, basically. Okay, for the collective. Let's start with beauty. What is this beauty about regarding interpersonal relationships? What's beauty? Could you tell us what beauty is about? Dang. Flying again tonight. 8 of Cups, moving on, walking away. Water energy. You all may have been dealing with people that have Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. You may have that in your chart. Doesn't have to be. But this is the water element, so it's sacral. And 8, here's another 8. Here's an 8 again. The beauty is 8, and this is 8. So we have 8 so far. Look that up. But moving on. So you guys, like I was saying in my long sermon introduction, you guys are learning that it is actually okay. Look how the beach is. Look at his footprints. Look how peaceful. Okay. You're learning to go with the flow of life, going with the flow of cycles and seasons, and even going with the flow of knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. Understanding that it doesn't have to be, you make everything so negative, but this may very well be the most beautiful thing for everybody because it gives everybody space to go their perspective journeys the way they want to versus somebody trying to project on someone a way of being, because none of us have a right to do that. So the beauty is about walking away from allowing your beauty to be exploited or exploiting your beauty, or from connections, with people who are only there, like I just said, for that reason. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of self-explanatory. It's like just walking away. You're learning now, like, how to do this, I want to say, quicker, without it needing to get to extreme toxicity or extreme heartache or extreme chaos. You're just learning how to follow that innate development of interpersonal skill and just walk away without a fight. It's like, it's no need. It's no need. It's what you're realizing. It's no need no more. It's only going to steal your energy by constantly fighting. It's like, no, I walk away. Okay. And that's, I think that's beautiful. I'll put that right under beauty. Yeah. Because it's something I feel like most of us as sensitives, we don't know how to do. We don't. Like, it's like, we need to own that and not feel bad or be gaslit or manipulated in any way, especially when something is just simply grown. It's just one-sided. It's just toxic. It's not the person you can sit and talk until you turn black and blue in the face. That person has to grow. They have to develop, and they may not, because they have a right to choose to stay in whatever condition they want to be in. They have, because their truth is their truth. So it's not up to us to go and tell them, well, you really need, what I'm saying? Chances are we're going to be met with resistance. Because, I mean, it's a projection. So it's like a person, we're all divine beings, all of us, even the narcissist. Believe it or not. I know that's not popular or heard, but when I say that, I mean their soul. They are still part of source. They still are. Okay, so they are a divine being. They have chosen a program that's got them locked. Okay, so in that program, they are fulfilling certain scenarios and shiznit. Okay, and they have a right to that. Believe it or not, they really do. So it's up to us if we're doing our own journey. As simple as the Eight of Cups. Look how simple that is. You don't see no knives and shit in it. You don't see no knives. You don't see folks and shit. You don't see. I'm being funny, but I'm trying to get you guys to pick up the subtleness here. How simple this really is. Do we feel? Yeah, we do. If there was kind of sincere connection, absolutely you do. You do. But I believe what you guys are learning is that you can still feel your feelings and do this at the same time. That you don't have to wait until you no longer feel, because chances are you ain't gonna never not feel. And I know it's like a double negative, but if you care and you love, the longer you're in, the more you love. So it's never gonna be, oh, I'm just waiting to where I don't feel so in love, or I'm just waiting to have another opportunity. Ooh, that's a good one. Whether it's business, like I said, employment, friends. No, if you already know what you need to know, trusting that the universe, source, and your guides, your higher self is going to support you, even if it feels scary. Because sometimes it does, right? Especially if there's a codependent energy connected to the connection. So it feels scary, like, oh my gosh. Well, you'll be okay. Look at the footsteps, you'll be okay. You've walked this journey probably 1,000 times, many carnations. Like, you'll be okay. You want to make space for the lighter energy. You want to make space for things that are supportive to you. Supportive. Okay. Go get that 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here's another 8. Look, you guys. So 888. Ooh, this is significant. So abundance. You guys really look this up. 888. I'm gonna put this in the what you call it here. 888. Okay. Look up this number. All right, because I feel like there's a message about what we're talking about here. Okay, it's going to be very important for many of you that this resonates with. So if you want to Google that now, go ahead. So this is 8 of Pentacles. So you've been working hard, and many of you, you've had dedicated effort to your healing, to your growth, to your development. But not only that, if you look in the back of this picture, many of you are repainting and rewriting your story. You've had dedicated effort to relationships, major. That's why abundance is going to be coming through. Major. You tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. Okay. So that 8 of Cups right there is like, okay, all right, it's time. You can paint your story differently now. Okay, it's all right. It's safe. You're the artist of your reality. You're the artist of the relationships that you want to create. All right, you ain't got to beat dead horses and shiznit. You're exerting more energy. Okay, so man, y'all, what I tell you what I know, what I tell you what I know. Okay, and then healing is right here again. So control number A. I think that is I want to say that's the Emperor. Oh, I know what that one's about, but I'm gonna let that go. Honey child, let me say. Okay. Sorry. A sassy energy coming through. All right. Can we get alchemy? What is alchemy about? And then I'll get some confirmations on them as well, you guys. What's alchemy about regarding interpersonal skill development? What's alchemy, please, for the collective? What's that alchemy? And please help me, y'all, keep this pushing because I'm talking. What's alchemy?
Your voice is like angels whispering through your words.
Okay. I wasn't going to take these two that pop, but the 2 majors just came out. Okay. At the bottom is the base chakra, number 1. Then we got the Hermit and we got the throat chakra. That's what alchemy is about. So these are 2 major energies. So and it makes sense to be under alchemy then. So what I'm picking up is that as you all went within, it says seek and then throat chakra. You went within, you did the inner work. As I already said, many of you are working with your Akashic records because you realize that it goes far deeper than just you. That is deeper than that. There's some roots behind it. Okay. The throat chakra represented here is telling me that there's belief systems because the throat chakra is the seat of our beliefs. This is also how we manifest, how we create in the world. And so many of you are realizing that all of that conditioning and the beliefs affected you and what you see and feel and believe and your ability to communicate your wants, needs, and desires. From yesterday, as we saw the card that says tell the truth, right? Throat chakra. So you guys are seeing that, okay, you got to be truthful with you regarding the connections with you, okay? Because we can't make anybody, this is not about, we got to let go of the idea that we get to tell people what to do, okay? And I know that's a tough pill to swallow. For somebody that's a Capricorn sun, and then I have all of this fire in my chart, you know what I'm saying? Totally get it. Totally get it. But it's only going to create strife and contention and fighting. That's all it's going to do, because we don't have the right to tell people what to do. Just like folks don't have the right to tell us what to do, whether they know it or not. Okay. So So you guys are realizing that, oh, you're alchemizing this dishonesty. You're alchemizing these faulty systems, these narcissistic controls that would misuse your sensitivity, your beauty, and that would have you think something's wrong with you. That's why when you look in the description, I said, there's nothing wrong. You were lied to. You're actually connected to the emotions, and you probably were in environments with people who were not. And if they were, it was always toxic. It was on extreme ends, and it was more so about what they can gain or what they wanted to control. So you guys were connected and conditioned to believe that it was something wrong with your sensitivity, you're tripping, that there was something wrong with your intuition, especially if you guys are witches and other carnations, and if you have like a long lineage of like the supernatural or whatever. So you were programmed and conditioned to think, something's wrong with you. You're evil, or you're tripping, and that didn't happen. But in essence, yes, okay, yes, on point. So you're clearing the throat chakra on an akashic level. You're clearing the belief systems regarding interpersonal relationships. So you're going in there dealing with relationships and rewriting some contracts, clearing karmic debris, and rewriting the storylines to align with the authenticity, the most optimum version of yourself, to honor it. Totally rewriting it, okay? Because it goes there. So you went within to find that truth. Throat chakra, you found that truth and ended the conflict. If you haven't, you are. You're doing it now. Yeah. This came under alchemy. So, see, alchemy is 7, throat chakra is 5, hermit is 9. 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. 5, 7. 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. Hold on, you guys. 5, 7, 9.
My eyes are beautiful. Everything about my body is beautiful.
Okay.
Exactly as
all right. And this is yeah, the base chakra right there. So you guys are grounding it in now. Oh my God, look, I can't, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just, the story is unfolding over here with this alchemizing, because you guys literally did it. You went in there and you did it, like in your akashic, you did it energetically. So now with the base chakra being in the front right here, you're about to pull it in. And when I say pull it in, I mean you are bringing it into, from the ethers into the earth. So look, love abounds. So you infused love where there wasn't love, but you infused it, pentacles, with balance, giving and receiving, to become equal and healthy. You're bringing it down, bringing it into the earth. Shit, my God. My God. Some of you, I don't know what to say here. I mean, that's very powerful if that's what you guys are doing. I'm just saying. Okay, so sexuality, what is that about in terms of interpersonal skill development or anything that's being shifted here? Sexuality for the collective, what's that about, please? We got a few hoppers here. What's that about? Sexuality, interpersonal skills or scenarios. Sexuality for the collective. Please and thank you. Sexuality, interpersonal skills, interpersonal. Wow, what is that? This is getting good. Hold on. There. Wow. Okay. So yeah. Hold on. Wow. Okay. Well, Oh.
I am elegant.
Ooh. Hold on, you guys. So wait.
I am
Hold on.
exquisite.
Sorry.
Like a
Pinnacle.
rare diamond.
So wait, that one is
I am fascinating.
hold the telephone. I'm here, y'all.
Want to be around me.
Okay, so then
I am
oh,
I am gorgeous.
okay,
I am graceful.
okay.
I am magnificent. I am a marvelous expression of source.
I think this is the
I am
swords, right?
pleasing
We
to
got
you.
flow. We got a major arcana here. Okay,
I am wonderful.
so let me just double check something. You guys, just bear with
I am
me.
superb.
So we got,
I am stunning.
like I said, I don't use this one
I
much.
am fantastic.
Indigo, violet. So yeah, I think this is the swords. I thought so, just based on what it said.
Is calm
Hold
and
on.
relaxed.
Okay. Yeah, so this is the sword. So you got the Seven of Swords, seek the truth. Ooh. And then flow major arcana. Let's see what that's gonna be. Ooh, yeah, y'all. It's getting good. Hold on. Ooh wee.
My frequency is one of serenity
Yeah, baby.
and tranquility.
Wheel of Fortune.
I
Okay,
express
so we got,
myself
honey
with
child,
joy
what I
and
say.
ease.
Attract, expect, release, serendipity, cycles, expansion.
I am funny
And the Seven of Swords, seek the truth. I got it now. All right, so what you guys got for sexuality was the Seven of Swords, air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with a person with that in their chart or in your chart. And it says seek the truth. Seek the truth. Sexuality. Seek the truth. Interpersonal. Make the connection here. So interpersonal relationships. Seek the truth.
My overall demeanor is balanced and harmonious.
And 10 being the Wheel of Fortune. With flow here with this major arcana. Okay, flow. Wheel of Fortune. Seek the truth. Whew. Well,
I flow through life. I have a superbly positive attitude.
well, I mean, the first thing that I'm picking up here is that
Which is intensely attractive.
you guys are learning and clearing any
I am love.
like I said, this has been a major theme in the reading where there's an exploitation of something. So in terms of your sexuality and interpersonal skills, you are learning that how to discern or how to make the judgment call when you know someone is dealing with you just for the sex. Or when there's some dishonesty with sexuality, if someone is not being truthful with you regarding sexuality on some level, whether it be their attraction to you or whether it's about them and other lovers. And yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune. So what I'm picking up with that is that the cycles have shifted. And you will now seek the truth. And then you will honor it. So the wheel is turning, and maybe you did a Akashic clearing or, of some sorts, but kind of like alchemizing anything to do with an exploitation of your sexuality in interpersonal relationships on an Akashic level. So if it's this history and this pattern, You know, I always talk about, I believe I was carnated in one of my 1,000 lifetimes. I'm being funny. But I believe I was a geisha. I was like so a geisha girl in some one of them damn carnations. And what can happen is those energies could transfer over and have these cycles in your life. And it can be a bloodline as well, like your ancestry. But if that energy is, you know, karmic debris, there'll be like this feel or this sense of like recreating almost you being a freaking geisha. And a geisha was basically just someone who catered to the needs of men. They did not, you know, have needs of their own, or they did, but they were not said to be important in that time. So the geisha was trained and conditioned literally to just serve and cater to the needs of man. That's it. And it whether it was sexual, whether it was more nurturing, whether it was mothering in a sense, whatever role that they needed. So many of you are breaking that energy and realizing, like, I'm not a geisha, that I'm a whole person, and that includes my sexuality, right? I have a right to healthy sexuality. I have a right to a balanced sexual life and experience. Equal give and take, truth in my sexual life, not dishonesty in the sexual life. Explore my sexuality if that's something that you want to do, your sexuality in terms of what you like, but also in terms of the interpersonal connections. Is this a healthy dynamic? Is it a truthful one? Is it, you know what I'm saying? So you guys are realizing that the wheel is turning because it came out in the upright. So that means that it's was with the sexuality is now coming into the upright, where you are able to, you know, move on, 8 of Cups, from anything that is not balanced, anything that is not truthful, anything that is not honoring to your sexuality. Okay, anything that's not fair, anything that is one-sided, you know, whatever the case may be. All right, to manifesting things that will be in your favor, right? Exploring your sexuality if that's what you want to do. You're shaking off any labels, distortions, and projections of others of what sexuality should be, who you should be, who you shouldn't be, what you should like, what you shouldn't like. Like totally healing that and alchemizing that. So proud, I'm real proud of that area right here. Real proud, because that's some bullshit, isn't it? Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's keep it moving. So I'm going to do something a little different that I didn't do last night. So let's get, where am I at with time? Let's get a kipper. We're just going to get, I think I'm just going to get one kipper for the beauty, the main theme here. All right. Okay. What is beauty about? As the main theme here about interpersonal development and skills, what is this beauty about? Dang, I don't even, okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. So, I'm rolling with it. Okay. So the first card came out is card number 4, and it's Courtship. I don't know if you guys can see it. Courtship in the upright. Okay. Right under that was card number 26, Great Fortune. So, and then there's Mature Woman. Wow. Mature Woman, card number 6. So many of you are mature. You're realizing that you are a mature man or woman. You're mature. So that means you are emotionally intelligent. You have developed your interpersonal skill. Okay. Now, regarding with the courtship and great fortune, that's telling me is that because of this, with your beauty and your maturity, you realize that you deserve connections, partnerships, love dynamics, whatever you want to call it, with a healthy development and strong foundation of courtship. Because you know that you are a great fortune and that you are heading towards great fortune in your life. Not only that you are, but that is who you are. That is what you produce. And because you know that, you realize now that you deserve proper courtships. And it doesn't mean, when I say proper, I'm not saying that it has to be to any traditional sense of the word, but simply a healthy foundation that's honoring to you. Okay, that is grounded, that is respected, that is mutually beneficial here, that is equal to your level in terms of, they don't have to be a clone you, but they need to be developed though, if they're going to roll, okay, on the journey. Okay, because you don't have time, it's you don't have time. um, because you're producing great fortune in your life. Okay, so you need these healthy, mature connections. You need them to be that way because of your mindset, your energy, your focus. Everything you touch turns to gold. And you need energies around you, connections that has the capacity to honor you, because you don't have time for any of the lower frequencies. Okay. Wow. So that's what the beauty was about, that you're worth it. You had to alchemize that faulty conditioning and media conditioning and ex-lovers conditioning and family conditioning and yada yada, that implied differently. Yeah. Tell y'all what I know. Woo! I almost can hear somebody saying, ain't nobody got time. And it's like humorous, but I get it. It's like all that stuff, all that fighting, fighting. Trying to make shit be what it can't be, make shit what it ain't. And you know what I'm saying? It's just taken away from your beautiful energy. And don't get me wrong, please take that all with balance. I'm not talking about the healthy version of working on connections. So hear that strongly. But the connection needs to be assessed properly, because sometimes we're beating dead horses, or situations like I mentioned in the example, a 16-year-old trying to get them to drive a Ferrari. So you have to question yourself, is it worth it for you? Because if you're dealing with a 16-year-old and giving them the keys to Ferrari, then you shouldn't be mad that it doesn't turn out the way you want. Okay. Or that it takes longer, or that you're more drained, or that you know what I'm saying? Because you are dealing with somebody that's just simply not there. Okay. It's not a judgment. It's an assessment. All right. Or individuals that don't value you. I mean, no matter how we want to flip the coin here, whatever the reason is, okay? If people think there's options that are better, whether it's employment, whether it is partnership, whether it's lovers, whatever, they have a right to that. But we equally have a right to realize our own worth and value in that we, you know what I'm saying, to hold ourselves in a higher regard, to realize like, no, we're nobody's plan B. If you don't see the value in me, put it like this. If you didn't see it, you don't see it. That's how I feel about that. If you didn't see it, you don't.
Your mind is magnificent.
Think about that. Because what changed? We have to ask ourselves these questions, or individuals need to start asking themselves, what changed? I didn't see it. Why I see it now? Is it that you see it now because the other options that you wanted said no or went away? That don't mean you see the value of a person. That's about this interpersonal. I'm telling you guys, development. No, now it is you trying to go to your plan B. And no, and I think for the sensitives here, you guys are realizing, no, the hell, no. Y'all learning that, like, no. You're not going to get to go run and play and then come back to me when you're broken. Don't think so. Don't think so. It's almost like that, I forget the saying, where they go, like I heard people say that they didn't want to have connections with people or relationships with people that were only there for them when they're on top. Or when they became famous and now all of a sudden, I love you, right? I love you. I knew you, girl. Remember I knew you? Remember, girl? Yeah, I remember that you didn't like me. I remember that you dogged me. I remember that you dissed me. I remember that you treated me like shit. I remember that you acted like I wasn't good enough. So, yeah, I remember you. Yeah, girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame people. You know, it's like people change. Yeah. So hear me out. People they can change, they can grow, they can develop, but we have to ask ourselves these questions. Do we want partnerships with individuals that did not see our worth and value when we didn't have the glitter and gold? And I'm not talking about new people that we meet along the way, because if they're new, then they only know you in that way. But people that have been around our lives since when we started out, or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, knew us in a different time. And like, if they didn't want nothing to do with you, like they didn't want nothing to do with you, okay? Or you had to walk away from them because of, you know, them being immature or whatever. Oh, now you in love? Oh, man. Yeah, I would be too. She's fucking getting famous here. You know? And that's not authentic. That's what we're talking about. We are worth more than that for being exploited for our beauty, our accolades, our accomplishments, our sexuality. No. Exactly as it is, right? Because sensitives are usually there for people when they're at their lowest. Sensitives typically support people at their lowest, and I mean low. Like they ain't got shit. They, you know what I'm saying? No, nothing. Okay, zero, zilch, nada. Sick, diseased. You know what I'm saying? Craziness and shiznit. You know what I'm saying? They typically support and are there. They're there. And it's not always honored and respected as such. They don't judge. They don't be looking at the people like, you know what I'm saying? It's like no matter where they are, they just try to be there for people. In the way that they can, you know, no matter what. So when people don't got them interpersonal skills, I'm telling y'all, when they got that narcissism going on, They can't. They just can't. They don't know.
I am glorious. I am luminescent.
Okay.
I am bright and bold.
And we just send them love and light, right, you guys, and wish them well. And we cut the energetic cords and we clear up and free all parties to just go and live their lives the way they want. You know, whatever they want in life. But at the end of the day, that's how it is. Okay, so clarify the seek and throat chakra here under alchemy. Queen of Cups. Yep. Realizing that you are discerning. Connecting back to your emotional body. You're highly, highly intuitive. With the Hermit and the throat chakra, you're connecting back to that. Water energy. Connecting back to your own emotional body and alchemizing that as relates to this reading, the beauty, interpersonal skills, and how to navigate connections and opportunities, because the Page of Pentacles represents communication in the 3D. So knowing how to sift through offers that are being presented to you or communication, people's communication, you're learning to balance that and ground it, like what's real, okay, versus what it appears to be. Because you are in patience energy. You're tempering yourself. Okay, realizing that, okay, I got angels backing and supporting me here. Let me look at this. Let me sit. Okay, I know what they're saying, but let me sit here. I like that. All right, so what is the Eight of Cups and Courtship about here with beauty? What is the Eight of Cups and Courtship? Two. Okay. Ace of Cups and Justice. Wow. Wow. Okay. So more water energy, Ace of Cups, so you're learning how to choose what is just, because the Major came with it, to choose what is just and right for you. Okay. You're learning that, like, is this a just situation? Is this in alignment with my heart? Is this really heart energy? These individuals that seek in connection with me, partnership with me, friendship with me, romance with me, is this just? Will it be just? Are they coming with heart energy?
I express myself.
Yep. Because you have broken through the Nine of Swords, the anxiety, the worry, the stress, the overthinking that was caused by bullshit. You broke through it. Yep. All right. What is flow about and seek the truth over here with beauty? What is flow about and seek the truth? What is flow about and seek the truth? What is flow about and seek the truth? Okay. Three of Pentacles. So now we got earth. We got water. We got earth. We have, so far as water, earth, and can't remember what these majors. Yeah, earth. Virgo is earth. Flow. Card number 10 was flow. What was flow? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I think those are all of the elements. But or no. I'm sorry, my bad. That's the world. My bad. Anyway, so seek the truth and flow. The Wheel of Fortune is about Three of Pentacles. So it's about regarding your sexuality. So okay, about teamwork, okay? Somebody that's really willing to work with you, but also about discerning when there's third party energy. Seeking the truth about things. You're learning that you need to follow what you know. And third party meaning it just simply means when people have other lovers that they're not telling you about. Okay. And third party can be 12 party, 5 party, 6 party. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the kind of person or people you've been dealing with. But, you know, that Wheel of Fortune and seeking the truth with the Seven of Swords, you're learning how to, like I said, know when somebody is trying to, you know, they're breadcrumbing you. They're spreading themselves thin because they're investing in other things. Or they just refuse to work with you, whether there is third party energy or not. You know, um, not willing to be balanced in this connection or interpersonal relating. Um, you guys are learning to go with the flow of the Wheel of Fortune, but seek the truth. And then back to that Eight of Cups, you walk away if it's not right. But when it is right, you guys are learning that it takes two to have a harmonious experience. It can't just be you, that it takes two to have a healthy, harmonious experience. And this is something that you'll take with you moving forward. Okay. Yep, here's the Eight of Cups again. Double confirmation backed by the Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Cups again. So that's confirming the lead energy here with beauty. Okay. So once again, walking away from habits, even maybe lowering your standards, settling for less than what you really want, less than what you deserve. You know, just accepting the breadcrumbs because you feel like ain't shit else left. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the reason, like realizing like it's better to walk alone to go find my Nine of Cups, that ninth cup, than to, you know what I'm saying, stand something that's just not the cat's meow. Okay. Like calmly. Now she's, you know, she's at a beach at night or something, or you know, a campfire or whatever. But it's calm here. Calmly, just like because she's walking to the moon or the sun or whatever that is. Like, okay, it's all right. Shit happens. You know, sometimes stuff's just not. It just ain't meant for me. I'm not gonna stay here and fight. Mm-hmm. Yepers. We got the Ace of Swords right here. That's truth, baby. Cutting through Seven of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all get it. I see it. That's what I'm telling y'all, what I know. Okay, so let's move on. Let's get you guys a couple of oracles, and then we're gonna go. I was gonna do a mudra. I don't know if you guys are up for that, like we did last night, to kind of help move energy. But we'll see. Let's see how I feel later. But let's get you Divine Energy Oracle, and then what's the other one's name? The Oracle of E. Ooh, listen, this reading feels a little, maybe this was just a little deeper or something, or maybe there was a lot of resistance due to the programming or something, or a lot of pain. It says, trust the divine plan, raise your vibration. Okay, see? So that's what you guys are doing. You're trusting in the divine plan and you're raising your vibration because you realize that that's how you change the stuff that you're creating, by raising your frequency. Okay. Make no judgment. So you guys are letting go of the harsh judgment to yourself, first and foremost. But even to the people, like I mentioned earlier, that played a role in the injustice because they lack, and here's why. You understand that they lack interpersonal skill development. And so you're releasing the judgment, the anger, the unforgiveness, the rage, the hate, you know, the natural feelings. But as you're alchemizing it, you're releasing it, realizing like, okay, you know, contrast, those are the choices that they've made. That's the belief system they're running on. That's the path that they're on. What I can see and assess from bird's eye view, from eagle's view, from my alchemy and ascension is that they do not have interpersonal development. And that's not for me to stay around and try to critique, judge, or force them into anything. It's for me to make my judgment call and walk away. Keep your commitments to yourself. You guys have faced your own shadow. Have, will continue to. Doing something different. So you've already set your intention. I'm going to do different. I'm going to conduct differently. I'm not going to do the same old thing and go about things the same old way, expecting any kind of different result. Or dealing with the same individuals and expecting a different result. And I say that because right here we got accept what is dying. Accept what just don't work. You know, it's the cycles of life. You know, and yeah. Some of y'all was saying, well, if they could just be, if they would, nope, we're already messing up right there. Because they're going to end up resenting you. I'm telling you right now. When we coerce, scare tactic, ultimatum, I'm telling y'all from experience how that works. They may go along with that kind of stuff for so long, but it's going to backfire. Okay, you guys are nurturing yourself because nobody want to be manipulated or forced into something. Okay. And you can say, oh, I'm not forcing you. Well, you are if you make, you know what I'm saying, if you're trying to strong arm people. People need to change and grow because that's something they want to do, something that they see, something that they feel, something that happens organically and naturally. Not because their boyfriend or girlfriend say they're going to leave. It bites you. Tell y'all. Bites. Build. It says build on solid ground. Yes. So you guys are realizing that you want to build on something solid. You don't want to build on faulty ground, you know, with people, places, situations that are not interpersonally developed to handle you or honor you. All right, you're imagining solutions. So that's what you guys are doing with your Akashic records. So where there's been that dysfunction, you are building and imagining solutions into those same places that are more loving and higher vibrational and balanced. All right, the divine energy for the collective. Is there a message here regarding this reading? Interpersonal skills. Claim your art, correct your mistakes, admit your vulnerability. And that's what this is alchemy. This is representative of alchemy. So you're claiming your art, who you are, that you're interpersonally developed. You've corrected your mistakes or your ancestry, Akashic mistakes in terms of the poor choices, its effects. In the Akash, you admitted your vulnerability, which caused you to even want to do the healing in the first place. That your own inner child needed to heal that relationship with you and your weakness and tendency and program to, caretake and overgive and, blink at people's indiscretions when that can be detrimental to you. So you've admitted that, okay, that's kind of what I've done. So you guys are alchemizing that. All right. And look, we got this again. We had this yesterday, I want to say. Was it? Aw, I think we did. Forgive and forget. See, and that's what I was trying to say. This is not about hating anybody or even yourself. So you guys are realizing like forgiveness is necessary, mercy, compassion, and you want this energy infused into yourself for like even tolerating the stuff, right? But into your Akashic records and, the people that were involved, like, okay, let's just release this. Let's forgive it. Let's cut the cords and let's forget. And let's 8 of Cups. Let's move on. Okay. Because you want your energy light. You want your energy clear. Right. So you feel your feelings, but you've getting to the point where you can alchemize it now over there in alchemy. Okay. That's gorgeous. You're letting go and you're enjoying life. You realize that life is too short to be in imbalanced connections. You're just going to let go and enjoy life, even if it means yourself. And in this case, meeting new people, maybe taking the risk to put yourself out there and seek different types of connections. Okay. Okay. So let's move on to the Oracle of E. See what the Oracle of E has for you guys. All right. Oracle E, is there a message for the collective regarding this reading? Interpersonal skills, relationships, with this beauty as the lead card. Dang, that one flew out too. Dang. Oh, wow. 2 plus 4 is 6. So the universe, source, Gaia, your light team, your higher selves, they're saying, I got your back. So they got your back through this process. They got your back with, walking in your new energy, your new frequency, and being able to navigate this with interpersonal relationships. Like, they're going to help. Like, you're not going to have to carry it on your own. They're going to help you through this. They're supporting you. It's going to be balanced because 4 and 2 is 6. So they're going to help you to, create and recognize what balance is for you, in terms of what relationships should feel like, what they should look like, how they should play out for you. They're going to help support you to create, this change that you've worked so hard for. So that's very beautiful to come out. You're going to have connections too. That's another message that's just came through, with people that really got your back. So where there was like, all of this betrayal, all of these lies, all of this deceit, all of the usury, all of the imbalances, now you will be creating connections that truly and sincerely and authentically have your back, and not just behind closed doors, not in secret, not, you know what I'm saying, with a secret underlining ulterior motive that they're not revealing. Like, you're going to really be able to manifest connections that truly have your back. And over your shoulder, card number 10. So it's smooth sailing now, is what this card means. Smooth sailing. It's all going to be gravy now. Card number 40, jackpot. You guys are hitting the jackpot. Okay, when it comes to connections, where you feel like, maybe you felt like the connections were just like, 40 is a significant number. So cycles have been completed probably on generational levels with this. So you're hitting the jackpot now. You'll be creating something really blissful and a blessing to your life because you are blissful and you are a blessing. And so now, as you've alchemized and worked in the Akash, you will be co-creating jackpots of connections with people who have healthy interpersonal skill. Like, whoo, this is powerful. Wow. Brand spanking new. Again, y'all done doing some serious work and you are a freaking superhero. Some of y'all don't even know it because the world is trying to make you feel differently. But you're a superhero. You've done it. You did it. And you're going to come out brand spanking new. And so are the relationships and partnerships that you are creating because of your superhero ship. Right? Brand freaking spanking new, y'all. It ain't gonna look nothing like how stuff was before. Nothing like it. Okay. No more settling, no more half-ass shit, no more, one-sided shit, no more none of that. No more trying to change who you are to fit shit, and none of that. Nones of that. Ooh-wee. All right, let's wrap this up. All right, get relaxed. I think I'm going to dim the lighting a little bit and maybe we'll do a 3 minutes like we did last time. It was only like 3 minutes, I think. So let's get us a mudra to, we still want to keep the energy moving. If there's any stagnation that we still need to process through in our body or the chakras, whether it's a yoga pose or a mudra. If it's a yoga pose, I'll just show it and tell you, and you'll have to Google it and do it since I can't do it with you on camera like this. If it's a hand mudra, then, we'll do it. All right. Is there a hand mudra or a yoga pose that will assist us with releasing any remaining karmic debris or contracts, imprints, thought forms, or habits as relates to toxic interpersonal relationships, and to raise the frequency of healthy, balanced interpersonal relationships? Currently in this now moment, anything else that would assist, please and thank you. All right, any hand mudra or yoga pose that will assist with keeping the energy shifting to be released, to be alchemized, balanced, regarding the topic at hand here: interpersonal relationship skills, beauty, alchemy, sexuality. Okay, we got fire. Okay, so the element is the fire. You guys need to work with the fire element. So that's primarily to do with the solar plex. But also you might want to do like a fire meditation, like with the candle, gazing at the fire, setting an intention to alchemize and clear any toxicity or remaining debris as it relates to interpersonal connections. Okay, so we got fire element. I don't know why I was supposed to put. Okay, hold on here. And then this is more fire. Card number 21, purifying. Now this is an actual hand mudra. It's called Akalaha Agni Mudra. Okay, that's the hand position for this one. And then this one says, so it's fire. You guys really need to work with the fire element. You can Google that. I would combine sacral and solar probably for this. But it says here, This assists with digestion, balance, and confidence. And so, digestion has everything to do with releasing waste, right? Processing and releasing um, waste. So, energetically speaking, the same thing. Then bringing things back to balance and rebuilding your confidence as it relates to interpersonal relationships. It says here the benefit is that it mildly energizing for the body. It balances the digestion and directs breath and energy into the digestive organs, which is basically stored in the core. So, like I said, the solar plex and sacral helps to instill clarity, positive self esteem, and life direction. May assist in releasing toxins that can cause disease. All right. The element is fire. The focus here is the mantra is subtle balance and purity guides me confidently forward. Subtle balance and purity guides me confidently forward. Subtle balance and purity guides me confidently forward. I'm going to type that in here. Mantra. Subtle balance and purity guides me confidently forward. All right. Okay. So let me show you the hand position here, and then I'll put it up for you here in a second. So we'll hold this position with our hands for about 3 minutes together as I close up here to assist with those benefits and the releasing. And we're adding the intention of everything concerning this whole reading and everything that has ever happened and everyone involved and the Akashic records. You know, intention is very powerful. Okay, don't forget that. So the instructions here, it says curl all of the fingers inward like a fist with the thumbs resting on the top. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then extend the index fingers up to touch at the tips. Lay the thumbs over the middle finger points. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. Over the middle finger points, touching at the inside tips. Okay. Allow the knuckles of the middle ring and pinky finger to touch. Okay. So you're holding them tight. Bring the hands just in front of the solar. See, I told you. The solar plex. Relax the shoulders. So you want to relax your shoulders. And then we want to remember subtle balance and purity guides me confidently forward as we're breathing. Okay. So this is it right here, and I'm gonna put it over here. Hopefully, you all be able to see it there in the background. All right.
It is an energy of trust in the process
Hold
of
up.
life.
I don't think I want that. Give me a second.
It is an energy
Real
of
quick.
deep wisdom.
Okay.
Divine feminine energy circulates in every one of my cells.
So let's do this, guys.
It feels smooth and pure. It feels sensual and flowing.
All right.
It feels compassionate and understanding. It feels gentle and gracious.
Oh, at the solar plex right there. Hold on. Total telephone.
It feels considerate.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here, you guys. Okay, let's do this. It's going to be great.
And charitable. It feels wise and intuitive. I have a beautiful smile. My eyes are shimmering and bright. My skin is firm and smooth. My teeth are pearly white. I'm very attractive. I'm a beauty to behold. I walk into a room and feel the adoring vibrations coming toward me. I am a beautiful person. My inner beauty glows and shines out of my skin. I have a passion for life, which makes me intensely attractive. I am as smooth as silk. I am divinely feminine. I am also strong.
All
I am
right.
a masterpiece. I have been painted perfectly for this life.
Let's take
I continue to grow in beauty and confidence every day.
3 deep cleansing breaths
I have
as we're breathing in.
flowing within me.
Breathing in just healing, loving energy, fire element,
I grow with grace.
fire element, water element representing
My beauty
alchemy
is always
into
seen.
the sacral and solar plex. As we exhale, release.
Now for those that need to
Everything
hear it
represented
from
in this
another,
reading,
suspend all doubt.
everything that is no longer loving and serving in this carnation and where we're going into Gaia
You are so
for
magnificently
healing.
perfect, just the way you are. Everything about you is wonderful. Your eyes are beautiful. They sparkle and shine when you smile.
Oh,
Your
like that.
lips are smooth
That's
and
how you do it.
silky. Your
Okay,
nose is sweet.
Lori. How the hell?
Your hair is lovely.
Like that?
Your body is absolutely
All right.
stunning. Everything about your physical body is wonderful.
Let's take a nice deep breath in.
Your skin is smooth and firm. There is an energy about you that is so intoxicating. You are an amazing woman. You are so
Another nice
strong.
deep breath in.
You are sensitive and wise.
Hand movers in
Everything
place.
about you is wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Last cleansing breath. Deep breath in.
You are so charming. You dazzle when you walk. You sparkle like a million stars. You are fascinating and interesting.
Now pull your attention into your body.
You are smart and
into the solar plex, which is the chest, the
You are
abdomen,
delightful to be around.
and the navel area, a little bit below.
You are creative and clever.
Imagine the color yellow and fire,
You are a
orange and
marvelous,
fire in those
magnificent
areas. And just
You are
follow your
kind
breath
and
with
nurturing.
ease. Just follow the breath, the rhythm.
You are loving and compassionate. You are strong and empowered. You are wise and intuitive.
Subtle balance and
You are a
purity
joy
guides
to be
me
around.
confidently forward.
Your smile is so
Subtle
big.
balance and purity guides
You
me
light up the room when you
confidently
speak.
forward.
Your voice is
Subtle
like angels whispering
balance
through your
and
words.
purity guides me confidently
You are
forward.
a magnificent creation. You are passionate and profound. The way you think is uplifting to those around you. The way you feel is wonderful. Your attitude is inspiring. Your heart is beautiful. Your effort and stamina is superb. You are seen and you are appreciated. The way you walk in the world is necessary and required. What you are doing is meaningful. Your inner light is needed. You are beautiful in every way. You are kind and you really care. Your mind is magnificent. Your heart is loved. Everything about you is loved and appreciated. Thank you for being you. I am extraordinarily beautiful.
If you feel like your core area is like heating up, that's natural because of the fire element.
I am shimmering. I am sparkling
So I'm
light
actually heating up here.
and energy. I am divine.
If you feel emotion coming up, that's normal because it's purifying.
I am so lovely. I am a queen. I am a goddess. I am profoundly attractive. I am luscious. I am beaming. I am glowing. I am lustrous. I am brilliant. I am gleaming. I am incandescent. I have a beautiful body. I love my body. I have a beautiful body and it is perfectly lovely. My body is wonderful. bottom. My back is beautiful. My chest is beautiful. My neck and shoulders are beautiful. I have beautiful hair.
Wow.
I have a beautiful face. I have beautiful skin. My eyes are beautiful. Everything about my body is beautiful.
I hope you all received
Exactly as
just
it
what
is
you needed
right
with this reading, with the discussion, and
I am
lastly,
perfect
with
weight.
this powerful mudra exercise for purifying that we did together to assist with continuing to shift the energy in your solar plex and your sacral chakra regarding interpersonal skills or interpersonal relationships to bring this back to balance in your life, to bring it back to harmony, to alchemize it, to be in alignment, to honor your divinity, your beauty, your skills, your talents, who you are, and to be supportive of that. As the Oracle of E said, got your back, truly. All right. It's been my pleasure. It's been my honor to do this for you all. Be gentle with yourself. Okay. I sent you guys so much love and light, and let's just remember that we want to release any harsh judgments on ourselves, and we want to release and alchemize the harsh judgments that we have towards those who have hurt us. It's not about them getting away with anything. Rather, it's about us setting ourselves free and understanding that chances are they have been stunted and they are not developed with interpersonal skills or emotional intelligence. And chances are they're not properly connected to themselves. Okay? Hopefully that helps. But we deserve what's right and best for us. It's not our jobs to try to fix anyone else. It's our jobs to enjoy our lives, to seek and align with what truly makes us happy. Because we deserve our happiness and we deserve our bliss. I'll talk to you guys next time. Namaste.